Go ahead and start in your comfortable seated position. Sitting tall, finding your breath, relaxing your eyes. Use this time to focus your mind on your body and your breath. Start to tune in to how your body is feeling. Feel free to roll those shoulders if you'd like. Roll your neck. Kind of do what you're feeling. Feel free to stay where you are. Let's go ahead and open our eyes, bringing the insides of our feet together, wrapping your hands around your feet, opening your chest through your shoulders, driving those knees down into the floor. Actively pressing those knees down, opening those hips. Let's take those feet out a few inches into more of a diamond and round through the spine, bringing that nose forward. We're still pressing those knees down towards the floor here. Slowly lifting yourself back up. Let's slide our feet out in front of us. If you have a yoga strap or a belt, feel free to get that ready. We're going to bring those arms overhead and reach forward with or without using that strap or belt. Eyes are looking down at the floor. Let's try to keep that controlled breath here. Slowly rolling yourself back up. Let's slide those feet flat to the floor and roll back onto our backs, staying on the floor in our tight ball. Let's just take a few moments to open those hips a little further, drawing figure eights with those knees. When you're ready, reversing the direction. Let's bring those knees back to center. Place your feet on the floor and go ahead and roll over to your belly. Placing those hands on either side of your body. Forearms are down on the floor. Feet are flat. On your inhale, go ahead and just lift and open that chest forward. Exhale, release. Let's do that a few more times. Follow your own breath. Feel that low back working, your lower back muscles working. Again, you're inhaling on the lift and you're exhaling on the release. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale, lift. Exhale, release. This time, feel free to press yourself up into the cobra of your choice, whether you're on your forearms or you press up onto your hands. Drive those shoulders down into the floor. Open your chest. Exhale, elbows stay close to your body as you release. We're going to press up through tabletops and sit back into that child's pose. Go ahead and walk your hands to either side. Take your time here. Reach those fingertips forward. Make sure you switch sides. Take your time, your own pace. Walk your hands back to center. Big inhale, shift into your tabletops. Let's pull those shoulders down and away from our ears. Tight core. Think like you're pulling everything into the center with that belly. Let's take one step back. I'll let you choose which foot you step back with. Imagine you have a glass of water on your back. You don't want it to spill, so you don't want to drop your hips. You don't want to arch your back here. When you're ready, let's go ahead and extend that back leg, squeezing with the glutes, keeping that water balanced. If and when you're ready, let's lift with the opposite arm. As you breathe through this, let's make sure that low back does not start to cave. Imagine there's a string on your low back and it's pulling it up. Big inhale, connect the elbow and knee together. Exhale, extend. As you release, we're going to start with our toe, our hand, and then our knee. Let's go ahead and give that wrist a little bit of a break. Sit back, roll out your wrist if you need to. Maybe rock those hips side to side. Walk your hands side to side. When you are ready, let's shift forward back into the tabletops. Find that position. Pull your shoulders back and down. Balance your glass of water. And when you're ready, step back with the opposite foot. Pull that core into the center of your body. You can kind of feel contraction there. Extend that leg, squeeze with the glutes. And when you're ready, take that opposite arm and reach forward. Inhale as you connect in the center, elbow to knee. Exhale, extend. Releasing with the toe, the knee, and then the hand. Let's tuck our toes under. Lift those knees up and hips back into that downward dog. Feel free to wag your tail. Gonna get those hips and hamstrings eased into this stretch or this pose. Inhale, bring your gaze towards your hands, and exhale, walk those feet forward. Slight bend through the knees as we roll into standing. Head is the last thing to come up. Inhale, bring those arms overhead. Exhale, bring your arms to your sides. Go ahead and take a look, take a peek at your feet. Are they in line with your hips? Toes facing forward. Let's take another breath forward. Breath up, arms by your ears. Exhale, we're gonna push our hips back into that chair. Take note, are your knees caving in or are they staying in one line? Arms are by your ears. Let's try to get that weight distributed equally on both sides here. Slowly lift back into standing. Exhale those arms to your sides. Shake it out. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, we're gonna sit back into that chair pose. This time, lowering our hands to prayer. Keep those hips down as you cross your right elbow over to that left knee, looking over your left shoulder. Let's make sure our knees are not caving in. Shifting back to center and lift into standing. Exhale your hands to your sides. Again, shake it out. One more time, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, shift your weight back. Chair. Lower your hands to prayer. Taking your left elbow to cross over that left knee. Again, let's keep those hips down here. Shifting your weight back to center. Inhale, lift. Awesome job, everyone. Exhale your hands to sides, wiggle it out, shake it out. Bring those arms overhead. As you exhale, let's push those hips back, lengthen through the spine. Swan dive, forward fold. Kind of use this time to recenter. Let your body sink deeper into this forward fold. Take your time. When you are ready, bring those hands flat to the floor if they are not already. Bend those knees if you need to, and step back 1 foot at a time into plank. From here, we're gonna tuck that right knee into our chest. Open up the outside of that knee and release down here at the floor. Go ahead and allow those hips to release down. Back knee is down to the floor. You can modify this by bending that knee, kind of sitting back a little bit more. Keep your hip bones facing forward and release to those forearms. Pressing yourself back to your hands. We're gonna tuck that back toe under. As you lift your hips, you're gonna tuck that knee back into your chest in that plank position. So go ahead and lift hips and knee. Step back into that plank position. Push your hips back for your downward dog. Go ahead and recenter here. Adjust your feet if you need to. When you're ready, shift your weight forward back into that plank. I'm going to walk those hands forward just a little bit. Taking that left knee, hugging it into your chest, opening out up the outside of that knee, releasing here at the bottom. Back leg is extended or tucked in to modify. Hip bones are facing the front and releasing to those forearms. Go ahead and relax here. I want you to focus on your breaths. Complete each inhale. Bringing those hands back and pressing yourself back up. Let's go ahead and tuck that toe under behind you, lifting your hips and knee up at the same time back into that plank. Step back and push your hips back into downward dog, adjusting as needed. Take your time to walk those feet forward. Hold your forward fold for a breath or two. Slight bend through the knees as you roll into standing. Take your time here. Head is last to come up, and bring those arms overhead. Let's take a few deep breaths here at the top. Exhale your arms to your sides. You don't need to follow my pace. You're following your own breath. Inhale as you bring your arms overhead. Exhale to your sides. Let's do one more. And exhale. Go ahead and shake out if you need to. We're going to take our left foot, right foot stays forward, and step back into a high lunge. Take note of your heel behind you. Is it rotated and parallel with your front foot, or is it rotating in? You do not want it to rotate in. So engage those glutes on the left side. Roll your hips under. Protect your low back. Let's bring those arms overhead. Let's lower our hands to prayer and cross our left elbow over our right knee. Hinge forward just a little bit. Deep breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna step forward with that back foot. Keep those hips down for your chair. Rotate back to center. Inhale, lift into standing. Let's go back into those deep breaths. Exhale your arms to your sides. Use this as your you time. Bring your gaze to follow your fingertips. Meeting back with our arms by our sides here. We're going to do that sequence on the other side. Left foot stays forward, right foot steps back into that high lunge. Take a few moments, find that position, tuck your hips under. Rotate your heel if you need to. Let's bring those arms overhead. Awesome job, everyone. Let's lower hands to prayer. Taking your right elbow to cross over that left knee, hinging just a little bit. Strong through that left leg. Big inhale. As you exhale, step forward into that chair. Hips stay down, knees are not caving in. Rotate to center, and big inhale, stand. All right, find your breath. Shake out those legs if you need to. Again, you're going at your own pace here. We're gonna meet back in forward fold here. So when you are ready, we are gonna swan dive into that forward fold. Take as many breaths as you need. Shake out those legs. We're gonna meet back in forward fold. Let's take those hands down to the floor if they are not already. This time, hopping or stepping back into our plank position. Gently lower down to your knees and sit back into child's pose. I want you to keep those arms reaching forward. Lengthen through those fingertips. Gently release your forehead. Keeping your forehead relaxed, let's link those fingers together behind us. Open and pull away. Pull those shoulders down. For those of you who want to extend this stretch, feel free to let those hands fall towards your head. For those of you who are this is enough of a stretch, feel free to just hold that. Hold those arms pressing away. Slowly lower your hands to your bottom. Unlink your fingers and reach those hands forward one more time. Inhale, shift your weight back into that tabletops. Let's take our left hand, palm facing up, sliding it behind that right arm. Gently releasing the side of your head onto your mat. Your right hand can stay down for support or raise up to the ceiling here. Just a friendly reminder, what your body does today may not be the same as what it did yesterday or last week. There are many factors that can play in to how you're feeling. So I want you to tune into your body today. Place that hand back down on the mat. Use it to press yourself back up. Slide back into tabletops. Same thing on the other side. Right hand palm facing up, slide through, gently releasing the side of your head. Optional, raising that arm. Place that hand back down. Use it to press yourself back into tabletops. Let's go ahead and scoot back onto our glutes. Bring those feet forward. Slide to the front of your mat. We're going to release here to our backs, with or without using your hands for support. Starting with your feet flat on the floor. As you open your knees, go ahead and open up the insides of your feet. Take a few moments for gravity to do its job. Open those hips. Feel free to relax your eyes. You can modify this by sliding those feet out a few inches into more of a diamond. Take your time, 1 foot at a time. Let's bring those feet back to the floor. We're going to go into those shoulders just a little bit before we finish with our hips. So with your feet flat on the floor, let's bring our arms, palms facing each other, directly over your shoulders. I want you to reach to the ceiling, peel those shoulder blades off the floor. And then reverse, press those shoulder blades down into the floor. Do that a few times on your own. How big can you make this movement? It's kind of a weird movement to get protraction and retraction of the shoulder blades of the rotator cuff. It's really good to move those shoulders in all directions, including these weird protraction and retraction movements. You're engaging those hard to reach muscles, like your serratus anterior. Go ahead and relax. Relax those shoulders. From here, I want you to bring those arms overhead, palms facing up. So if you can stay here comfortably without your low back hyperextending, go ahead and extend those feet out in front of you. If your back hyperextends while you extend your feet, go ahead and bring those feet flat. If your back is hyperextending with your feet flat on the floor, go ahead and just raise your hands maybe onto a pillow or some small elevation. Whether your feet are flat or extended, let's just draw snow angels on the floor. Your goal is to keep your elbows, your forearms, and your wrists on the floor here. If you can't quite do it with your feet extended, try it with your feet flat. Let's stop with our hands to our sides. Bring our feet flat to the floor if they are not already. Cross over for that figure four, so opening up the inside of that knee. Hugging from either under on your thigh or your shin. Stretch those glutes. Let's place that foot on the floor. Hug our crossed knee into our chest. Extend your other leg out in front of you. And bring that knee across your body. Allow your hip to release here. And open your chest with your other arm. Slowly roll onto both hips. Bring that knee back to center. Place that foot on the floor. And let's cross over for the other side. Hugging into that figure four when you're ready. Let's bring that foot flat to the floor. Hug our knee into our chest. Extend our leg out in front of us and cross that knee over, allowing your hip to release and opening your arm out to the side. Slowly bring your knee back to center, rolling onto both hips. Bring that foot flat to the floor and extend out in front of you. Let's go ahead and release those hands to our sides. Relaxing your eyes if they are not already. Focusing your mind on your breath. Completing each inhale. Exhaling gently. Relax the tension in your shoulders. Continue your deep breaths. Keeping your eyes relaxed. I want you to just start exaggerating that movement in your chest as you continue those deep breaths. Start to add small movements through your fingers and your toes. Slowly bringing that movement up through your wrists and your ankles. Eventually wiggling your knees, your elbows, your shoulders and your hips. Taking those feet flat to the floor one at a time. Go ahead and use them to roll over to one side. Allow your hip and shoulder to follow. Keep those eyes relaxed for a few more breaths. Slowly open your eyes. Take as much time as you need to slowly press yourself back into that comfortable seated position. Listening to your body, either rolling your neck, maybe your shoulders, maybe your wrists. Tune into your body here. Let's finish with our deep breaths. Inhale overhead. Exhale to your sides. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale to your sides. One more time, connect your hands into prayer. Exhale, lower your hands to heart. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone, and I will see you all next week if I don't see you before that. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, or concerns.